The triangle shape of our Y logo is intentional. The branding of the YMCA over time represents an ongoing commitment to help our members build health, spiritually, mentally, and physically. We know and believe health is not just about our physical body. We experience every day the effects and interactions between our mind, our spirit, and our body. We know learning to build healthy habits in spirit, mind, and body is critical to our overall health. This concept is nothing new. Men and women of the Y have been talking this way for decades. Luther Gulick originally created the triangle as an emblem reminder of what the Y stands for. In fact, 100 years ago, within the very spiritually focused organization, Gulick had to fight to get people to understand the importance of exercise and physical health. Today, most of us understand the importance of physical health, but we often need to be reminded. To nurture our well-being includes the intentional feeding and fueling of our minds and spirits. But imagine, if you will, grown men with mustaches learning to play newly invented sports at their local Y. Sports that no one had ever heard of. Sports like volleyball, racquetball, and softball for women. Even basketball was invented within the walls of the local Y. The early days of basketball were not what you think of today. The sport started using peach baskets. Soon they thought to cut the bottoms out of the baskets so they didn't need a ladder to retrieve the ball. Later, they ran into trouble when spectators on the track above the court started blocking players' shots. Hence, the invention of the backboard. James Naismith, a Y professional, was challenged by his boss to create an indoor game that would foster Christian character, teamwork, utilize strategic thinking, and be fun for young men. Now the Naismith Trophy is given every year to the champion of the NCAA tournament. Today, thousands of people report they learned to swim at the YMCA. This all began in 1885 with the world's first indoor pool, built in the Brooklyn, New York YMCA. Mass swimming lessons began in 1907 in Detroit, and finally in 1910, the first indoor filtered pool was invented and installed in Kansas City. Just imagine what it might have been like to swim in an unfiltered pool. Or maybe you'd rather not. The Y has always been a place where need and opportunity is met with creative and innovation and courage. The Y story and mission live on today. Here is Mark to give us a perspective on our mission and invite us to shape this generation's legacy of the YMCA.
Across the United States, we embrace a mission that has been adapted from previous generations. It maintains the integrity of where we come from, and it speaks to where we're going and whom we invite to join us. The mission is this: to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. To be a member, in fact, to be a staff member of the Y, you do not have to call yourself a Christian. Yet you do need to understand where the Y comes from, what we're committed to, and how we go about doing it. After all, the Y is much bigger than you or me. It is much larger than your branch or our association. There are over 14,000 expressions of the YMCA around the world. There are over 2,600 just in the United States. Leaders of this organization have counseled presidents and won Nobel Peace Prizes and rallied thousands to action. You are now part of their company, you are part of their family, and part of the movement. At the 50th birthday of the YMCA, George Williams addresses those gathered, encouraging them to carry the torch of this movement. As you listen, take in what the founder is asking you to do.
And here now is the actual voice of Sir George Williams, recorded in 1894.
Manhood of America is a gift to the world. How important that it should be definitely and decidedly on the side of truth and right. Cherish the desire to be useful to young men individually, by leading them foot to the cause. Remember how potent will be the influence of your personal example. Your privileges are great. you committed to labor is so important, so hopeful and promising a future. From the bottom of my heart, I pray that you, with all their dreams, are made magnificent students, training school, that is my very own response. Yours, most effective, yours.
Thank you for joining this movement that, over time, has brought hope, health, and life to millions of people. It continues to serve 17.9 million people per year in the U.S. alone, of which 9 million are children. What sparked the beginning of the YMCA? How has the Y stood the test of time? What has been the Y's footprint on America, on the world? How will you contribute to the YMCA's legacy of tomorrow? We are counting on you to help shape the future of the YMCA. It's an honor, it's a privilege, and it will be a lot of fun.